Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at creating this banner style image in Microsoft Word, and we're going to be using WordArt in a sort of button format for the text. So we're going to start with the star at the very back. I'm going to the insert menu, I'm going to shapes, and I'm going down here to stars and banners, and I'm going to select this 32-point star. I'll hold the shift key as I draw it in my document, because I want it to be perfectly proportioned. Up here you can see that its height and width are exactly the same. It's got far too spiky a point for me, so I'm going to grab on this little yellow indicator and drag outwards to flatten it out just a little bit. If you want a different edge effect to it, reselect it, go to shape format and go and select the outline. So I might make the outline weight just a little bit heavier. We're going to apply the banner that we're going to use. So because we're going to be layering these, and to save us having to adjust the layering, we can put this on now. So I'm going to insert again, go to shapes, and I'm going down here to select this one. It's called ribbon tilted down, and it's in the stars and banners collection. So I'll click on it. I'm going to drag it into my document. It's the same blue. So immediately from the shape format options, I'm going to select a different color for it so we can see what we're doing. Now this controller is going to make it thicker or thinner, so I want it quite thin. This one is going to control the width, so I can make the text area much wider by just dragging on that. Selecting it, I can then make it a bit narrower just by dragging on it, and perhaps a little bit less wide. To make sure that these two are aligned together, I'm going to the Home tab of the ribbon. I'm going to choose Selection Pane. Here are the objects that I have in my document, the ribbon and the star. I'm going to click on the ribbon, hold the Control key and click on the star, because that grabs both of them. Now in the shape format area, I can click here and go to Align. So I can align them vertically on their center axis and then align them to the middle. So it just gives me a better balanced shape. Now at this point, if I'm happy with everything, I think I just want this to be a little bit thinner. I'm going to grab both of these shapes, click on the star, hold down the Control key, click on the ribbon here. Going back up to shape format, I'm going to the group option. I'm just going to group them together. Now they're going to move and size together. But I can also get access to this by just double clicking on it, because I am thinking it might look better with a thicker line around it. So let's go to Shape Outline and let's increase the weight of the line to the same weight of line as we used for the outside. When I click away, this is my starting shape. Now if you wanted to do lots of these at this point, you could save your document with this shape in it so that you don't have to recreate it each time. But let's have a look at the text. I'm just going to scroll down here and I'm going back to my insert option. I'm going across here to WordArt. Click on that and I'm going to choose a very plain WordArt. For this I'm using Fill Blue Accent Color 1 Shadow. So I'll just click on that. Here is my text. I'm going to move it out of the way because we need to see what we're working on. Select this text. I'm going to type all in capitals. So I've just initiated caps lock and I'm going to type my lines. Now the top curve line is the first line of text, then you'll press enter, then the middle line, and then enter, and then the bottom curved line. If I click away from this, I just have very plain type, so I'm going to reselect this and I'm going up here to shape format. I'm going to text effects because we're going to affect the text. I'm going to click on this, go to transform, and I'm going to choose this follow path, the one that says button. Now when I click on this, you can see that it's much wider than it is tall, and up here you can see the height and width are different. So I'm just going to bring the width down to match the height, so 2.58. So now I have a square shape. Well, it's probably not in the exact proportions I want, but it's near enough to. If I hold the shift key, I can drag to make it much larger, and I will also want to reformat the type. So I'm going to click in here and you can see that when I do that, the type actually goes back to these lines of type. Well, firstly I'm going to take the font size down here. So I'm going to the Home tab of the ribbon. At the moment it's 36. I'm going to drop this down to 26. I'm going to grab the accounts department type as well and drop that down to the same 26. But I'm going to leave James Simpson at a larger size because that's going across the middle of the ribbon here. I'll select over my type. I'm going back up to shape format. This is the point at which you want to take really good care. There's a temptation to use these options for filling the text. It's not correct. You want to be over here. So I'm going to fill my text with white, and I'm going for a text outline of a sort of dark grey. And now I'm going to drag my shape over the top of everything. At this point, I could resize the outer elements. I'm just going to click on those to select them, and I'm going to hold the Shift key as I just resize them so that that constrains them to their current proportions. I'm also going to move them a little bit into position. I'm just using the arrow keys for this. Just think it's a whole lot easier. Now, if you build these up in the wrong order, it's very easy to adjust the order. Let's say that I got the type underneath this outer element. Well, I'm just going to select on this outer element. You'll see there are these position options here. This one would bring it forward, this one would send it back, and under bring forward is all the way to the front, so you could bring it all the way to the front. So I've of course now just put my element in front of my text, and you can see the ordering here in the selection panel as well. So I'm just going to send it back. So let's go back to here. I'm going to send it all the way to the back. Send it backward just sends it back one layer, one step through the stack of things that you have in your document. Send to back sends it all the way to the back. So there is an award element created here in Microsoft Word. It's very easy to edit it so that if you wanted to give an award to a different person, just come in here, select the text, and you can type over the top of it. Click away from this and everything should be aligned just perfectly. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.